All right, Shalom. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahshai Bashir Kakadash. Double honors to Apostles of Great Millstone. Salutating all the items that's preaching 144 truth. Coming out GMS, all right? This is the Las Vegas Camp Man of Valor. Go by Cologne. Hopefully coming to you with another edifying lesson to you men, women, and children of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, and speckled birds that fatherline go back to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right? Yahweh Bashim Yahshai is your power, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua is your power and your power alone. So like I was going too fast. All right. Which Yahweh means he is, he exists. Ba'Hashem in the name. And Yahushua means he delivered, he is salvation. Because the only ones who's going to receive salvation on this go around is the elect of Israel. All right. Of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, Seminole Indians, and speckled birds, the fatherline go back to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the 144,000 men, first and foremost, and the men, women, and children who believe on the testimony of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kakadash, right? It's going to be a real quick hit. Name of this lesson is Martial Law is Near, all right? And those who don't know what martial law is, this is what it is. It says martial law is when the military takes over citizen frictions, suspending normal laws and rights, usually during extreme emergencies like war, rebellion, or disasters when civilian governments fail. Which we can see that this government here in the States of America is failing, all right? We can see this kingdom on its last leg, all right? This whore is falling to her knees for that fire that's coming for her, all right? That was designed perfectly for her destruction, all right? Here's on the shores of America, that great whore, all right? Babylon the Great, or also known as Solomon and Gomorrah, all right? Egypt, Rome 2.0, okay? This place, America, I'm Erica, all right? Here, all right? Here. And, you know, there's certain places when this go in effect, all right, that the National Guards are in the cities where mostly you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are at, the black and brown community, all right? Because they're saying that y'all can't be tamed. You wild animals, all right? You don't know how to listen. You know, you don't do what John 8:44, your father that Satan tell you what to do. You're rebellious. You're all these things, which everything they're saying that what you are is really them. Because they go out and grape, rob, and steal, all right? And do the deleting. All right, that's what they do. That's their MO. That's how they get down. They don't know nothing else. That's what they do. All right? And these are the cities which martial law is in. All right? Now, Washington, D.C., Los Angeles, and Memphis has sanctified National Guard deployments for crime, protest support, while effects in Chicago and Portland face legal blocks. All right? Deployments have been concurrences and linked to President Trump border effects to use military forces domestically, with federal operations expanding into parts of Louisiana for immigrant enforcement and threats, and others like Baltimore and New Orleans. And seems to me, right, they have a breakdown of what that is. That's majority where you black and brown communities are majority at, all right? Because this is Jacob's trouble, man, all right? Paraphrase scripture, you're not going to be able to cross cities or go nowhere because they're going to have them checkpoints. All right. When that come down, that's when the charagma is out. Do you got it? All right. They already scare you with the jump shot. And a lot of y'all took that shit. Poison. Finding out there's HIV in it and all wicked ass things. All right. In that jump shot. And y'all took that because you was scared and you had no faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right. You let Satan break you, man. All right. Easily manipulated. All right. But these cities is, and it has a breakdown. It says Washington D.C. sanctified National Guard previous supporting local police for crime and security. Really? Los Angeles troops were deployed during immigrations, relect protests, and continue in smaller numbers. Really? Who's really the illegal immigrants? Who came here? Because there was people here already. All right. So let's not go there. Memphis, Tennessee, federal forces and National Guard supporting crime fighting efforts. Louisiana federal immigration enforcement operations. Sweep have involved CBP agents and National Guards in same areas. This is where most of you Jakes at. All right, the black and brown community. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, Seminole Indians are at, man. Cities were deployed were blocked or sealed. Chicago deployments and guard federal property were sealed by court rulings. All right. Was not recently the National Guard got popped. Things is getting heated out here, and they call that Chirac. The hell? Jake doing evil to his brother, having an evil eye towards his brother. And they glorify that. That old block bullshit and all that craziness, man. Even LA with the gangbanging and shit. Knowing that Esau put that in there for us to be separated, man. And we supposed to be together. When two sticks become one, when the north and south, because it starts with Judah, all right? Because that's where Yahushua came out of, the tribe of Judah, okay? The so-called black man and the so-called black woman, but really it's about the men, all right? Judah. And it trickles on down to the rest, all the way down to Issachar, all 12 tribes, man. That's who they're going for. That's who the main target is. Portland, Oregon attempts to deploy troops and guard federal property were blocked in courts. And then the next city that your hero, Nero, a.k.a. Trump, wants to go for is Baltimore, New Orleans, San Francisco, Oakland, St. Louis, and New York. National Guards. Where they can easily martial law those places, man. And these are big cities. But this is where they're saying this is where all the craziness is happening. Where you at, Jake? You don't hear nothing about these other cities like Malibu, Newport, right? Nice places where mostly Esau's at. It's where you at, Jake. It's Jacob's trouble, man. And they're causing this chaos to make it look like something what it is, but it ain't. But it is. So they can do this. Second Ezra 16 and 68 says, "For behold, the burning wrath of the great multiply is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols." All right? Which they're doing. Ice baby. And that's not even deployed in martial law yet. Calling you illegal immigrants. Now they getting you, Jake. So-called black man. Hemming you up. Knowing you's a so-called American citizen. They don't give a damn. We're going to send you out to Guala Walla. All over the goddamn place. And it's like if I didn't say it right. All right? But they're sending you to these places because you are the problem. 2/3 of our people are the problem. But Esau, Edom, nigga, use the problem. Use the problem. Yahweh Shem Yahshai gonna deal with you personally. He said, don't touch him. I'm gonna handle that one. He's mine. So we gotta wait. We can't do nothing until Yahweh Shai comes. And Lord willing, you part of the elect. Lord willing, I'm part of the elect. Become one of those Supermans. And come back down and get down. All right? But we can't do nothing yet. But this is happening. Sooner than later. All those cities, they're there. The National Guard are there. For protesting and all that, they setting all these plays up to make it look like it's out of control. Things been hidden and seen that certain these protests be paid actors. Really? Come on, man. We ain't falling for that. Esau, Edom, your games, your trickery. Nah, not the elect. You might get the 2/3, but not the elect. All right? Even, he said, if it is possible, you'll be able to fool the elect, pre-inferring scripture. Nah. We got Yahweh Shem Yahshai, and he gave us the playbook. All right? To know what's going on. To know what times we in by prophecy and matching things up. King James 16:11 with the Apocrypha. We got the answers. But you ain't got the answers, Sway. All right? Continuing. It says, and they that consent unto them shall be head in a decision and a reproach and trod under feet. And they shall be in every place and the next cities in great insurrection upon those that fear Yahweh Shem Yahshai. Then shall they be like mammon, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. When that happens, martial law, right? Even though we know Jake is going to be doing that craziness too, but martial law, they're going to run rampant, doing what they do. You seeing what's happening over there with Gaza and those devils is doing to the people over there. You don't think that's going to bleed over here, come over here on you, Jake? Running through stuff? Martial law? That means anything goes. You have no laws. They be laying you down. Trump already been making threats to the government and to you, Jake. It's going to be like that movie Hunt, but in real time. They are going to go crazy. And you're going to need Yahweh Hashem Yahushai for safety once they really hit that and make that an effect. Because these are big cities. And the National Guards are there at these locations. Then you have these YNs in Chicago hijacking these tanks, man. They saying, look at them. They're letting you get away with these things. So when it's time for them to do what they need to do, Revelation 12:12 is going to come in effect. And Satan's going to come with great wrath. Please believe that. He just setting y'all up. 2 turds. But who is he really coming after? What prophet? What the Nero the hero Trump say? The prophets of doom. Yeah, doom to you. All right? Because the good news is showing the devil you are, man. So the world should know. And it will know. Okay? So I hope this was edifying. When I give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honors the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to other icons that's preaching 144 truth, coming on a GMS, all right? This is Las Vegas Camp Man of Valor. Goodbye, Cologne. Till next time, Shalom.